morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is August 16th, 2017, and today is Wednesday morning. So looking at the economic events of the day, we're going to start out with the GBP Average Earnings Index coming out at 10:30 South African time, and then US dollar building permits coming out at 2:30 South African time, and then at 4:30 South African time, crude oil inventories. Okay, that's an important number, and we'll look at that in just a second on the charts. And then at 8 o'clock South African time, FOMC meeting minutes. It's usually not a surprise, okay, because it's just a recap of the FOMC rate decision. So it's important just to know that it's coming out. I don't think it'll make that big of an effect on the markets, but let's see what's been happening. So we're looking here at the Euro USD, and on a 4-hour chart, you see that we've sold off sharply yesterday and finally dipping. Okay, this was like the second time since we've dipped below the 14 and 30-day average. We're making these double dips. So to say that this is getting weaker, well, you know, it's consolidating. Let's see how much further it will consolidate. It's the second time we've made these double crossovers. We're just above our support level at 117.30-ish level. As you can see, we went down all the way to 116.90, okay, which is anticipated, okay. This pair has gone up a lot since the beginning of the year, as we've mentioned several times. We're still in the trend line. We haven't broken the trend line, but we're like on a secondary trend line, we're breaking it. So, you know, we've said this, okay? This is coming into the end of the summer and things are consolidating here. I believe we'll be in somewhat of a trading range between these two levels, okay? On the upper range and this level on the lower range. Not a bad place to actually buy a little bit into this. Let's see if it does consolidate. If it doesn't, then just close out the small positions. It's nothing, you haven't lost anything, and just flip it, okay? And then, you know, perhaps it'll, you know, make itself another move further down, and especially if we break this area on the downside, we could definitely see it going down to 15. But before we celebrate that this is a, you know, bona fide short, just recognize that it is consolidating in these two areas, and it is, you know, still very, very strong. So keep that in mind as you're trading this later today. Looking at the GBP USD right here, a big sell-off yesterday. We finally broke this 129.26, and we're further down at 128.67. Now this is a major correction for the GBP, okay, because we did make this massive rally, okay, between 126 to 132. That's 600 pips is, you know, and coming in somewhere in the mid size of that, okay. What's nice about this is that it is consolidating, it is trading in a range, and there are several levels that you can really take effect of it. The next support level is 127.30, so this 128. Okay, if we do hold this, because we haven't breached it completely, we could bounce back to 129. So keep an eye on this as this develops further today. Looking at gold. Gold was the big correction. Now, this should give you like an indication of saying, hey, where was I? Okay, where were you right here? Okay, when I said this was a massive buy at 12.12. This was a great trade on the upside. Okay, and now we're finally coming to our top of the range, okay, and it was a beautiful short, okay, and you would have made about, you know, 15 to 20 points off of this, just this small trade, okay. Now to say that it's coming back to 12.12, I don't know, okay, to tell you the truth, but you know, it is consolidated, it is selling off, okay. It may come to this point. Let me clean this up a little bit. It may come to this 1270 level because this was a previous resistance level in the short term. It may consolidate back to its higher 1293. Now, remember, the biggest catalyst for this was what's going on in North Korea. Everything dissipated, everything slowed down, everything, you know, the rhetoric kind of like drifted, and therefore the gold is starting to sell off. So just keep that in mind as we continue selling off in the summer. Looking at oil here, we have this big number coming out today, weekly crude numbers. We have previous resistance here, subsequent support. It might be a good place to actually buy this on a technical level. Just keep in mind that we have this number coming out later today. So you might see a small rally right here, and keep that in mind as that. Let's look at a 4-hour chart here. Yeah, that would be a really good place to really pick it up. As you can see here, 47.05, we kept it here. Not a bad place to really pick it up. This is when it's really beautiful. When you do the work, the technical indicators show you it's a buy, and you jump in small, you get the confirmation, and you get a little bit more aggressive. Dow Jones yesterday had a drifty kind of day, all right? Really very reminiscent of a summer trading day. We kind of drifted in the morning down, rallied in the afternoon, and then towards the end of the day into the closing, we just sold off hard. But that's really reminiscent of what summer trading is like. So we're selling almost at our dead highs, 21,200-ish level. I predict that the first week of September we'll be back into this 2208 level and then have maybe a sell-off. Okay, that's my call. You heard it here on August 16th. Let's see if that actually fruites. This is Fred Razak at CM Trading. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.